series. Kenneth Gainwell now in. It's 3rd and 10. Hurts stepping up, got away from the man who was policing him, and Hurts gets the first down and more. It's a gain of 23 to the 48-yard line. Rudy Ford got him at the sideline. A foul for a horse collar. 3rd and 6. Hurts design run takes off. Easily the first down. Hurts on his way. First and goal for Philadelphia. The legs of Hurts on this opening drive.
Played the run from the quarterback position first against the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the 4, Gainwell slams it inside and in for an opening Eagles touchdown. Romeo Doubs, the rookie, remains out with a high ankle injury. Pressure up the middle. Rodgers escapes the sack, keeps it alive, fires towards Lazard. It's deflected and intercepted 2 feet down by Josiah Scott. 2nd and 4. You're going to keep it and pull it. Chase to the edge, turns on the speed and a first down. Around the 15-yard line, Adrian Amos was there after Preston Smith couldn't tackle him.
And the Philadelphia Eagles can run it really well with their quarterback.
Sanders to the end zone. Touchdown again. What a start for the Eagles. And there are some additions to the Eagles defense to tell you about here as we get going. Aaron Jones gets going. Good run right near the first down. He's got it. On the Eagles side of midfield to the 49-yard line. Second 11, Rodgers swings it out. Aaron Jones, 3 offensive linemen. Great play design there. Eagles wanted to hold. Jones going all the way to the 20. Pick up of 30 as Aaron Jones doing damage on the edge. Good cut, Dillon up the middle. A.J. Dillon to the end zone, touchdown. And the Packers respond right away. The energy of the team and the offense feed off of your actions. And a lot of his actions have been those gains on 3rd and 1, but he got pulled back here. Inagbari may have kept him short of a first down. Rush to the ball quick. They move early. I thought they might have moved early.
I did too.
The ball came out. And his knee is down. Yep, it's short.
Wow.
It's short. That's a stunning turnaround. 3rd and 8. Quick throw, Aaron Jones. The blocking on the side will not allow him to get very far. Very well defended by T.J. Edwards, the top tackler on the defensive line. 4th and 5. Rodgers dealing in the middle. Flag is down, and the ball is caught by Christian Watson at the 11-yard line. A.J. Dillon in the back, 1st and 10, Green Bay. And Rodgers looking up top, fires, touchdown, Randall Cobb. He beat Josiah Scott, and the Packers have tied the game. 2nd and 11. And Hurts throw complete. A.J. Brown, spin and go. The former Tennessee Titan. Out. Fake to Gainwell. Hurts has a lot of space over here. Take it off. Anybody going to catch him? All the way down to the 5-yard line. Quarter begins with 2nd and goal. And Sanders plowing his way forward and into the end zone for another touchdown. Second and 6, toss, Dillon. Good run by the 3rd-year back out of Boston College across the 40 to the 41. He has really given a personality to this Philadelphia defense. Rodgers straight drop for the 41. The middle is open. And Robert Tonyan into Eagles territory. He'll be down at the 42. Watson left at the top alone. Rodgers going to go to the middle of the field. Look out, it's intercepted. Read by Blankenship. You've sunk my Blankenship. Interception for the rookie. Called on for injury. He was prepared. Hurts. Long pass caught. by Devontae Smith at the 40-yard line. At the 44-yard line. Here's Hurts, design run, adding to that big total tonight. Pulled down at the 38-yard line. We do have an actual flag thrown on the field. This is where the hole opened up for Hurts. 3rd and 8 to bring in heat. He got rid of it quick. A.J. Brown. Ball out. Picked up by Quay Walker. Is going to go. Walker's going to try to pick up Bucks and Jair Alexander. Cuts back to the inside at the 30. Cuts back to the outside. Terrific run here by Walker, who will end the journey at the 13. Terrific return. Another big turnover. Get a first down at the 3. Rodgers climbs, escapes, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aaron Jones. What a play. And the Pack jump back to 2020.
That was fantastic.
Look out, look out. That's no good. That snap was turned late by O'Donnell. Crosby pushed it to the right. Packers trying to get the ball back before the half. 4-man rush. Hurts in the middle. It's caught by Brown. Gets the zone just over midfield with a first down. Gainwell remains the back to bring in 5 this time. This pass is caught by Devontae Smith, who's going to be a yard short. Walker and Alexander on the tackle.
Eagles submarine these defensive linemen.
And Hurts pushing through. Got to stop him at some point here as they try to pull the ball. He's got a first down at the 35-yard line. He brought that up earlier in the year. He wanted more of that. 2nd and 10. Hurts. We're going to try the other side this time. Coming back to get it for the touchdown. Quez Watkins. Eagles trying to stay ahead in the division and the race for the #1 seed, but Green Bay trying to climb back in it. From 5 deep, Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out. Hit it with speed on the right side, and Nixon, good return, still going. Over 50 on the return. He brings it to the 48. Here's Melissa earlier with the Packers head coach. 3rd and 7. Eagles bring 5. Rodgers in trouble and sacked. Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox. Some of the big names up front for the remainder of the game. So too is C.J. Gardner-Johnson, safety on the other side for Philadelphia. The run here with Miles Sanders. Good job to turn it upfield. And Sanders with a big run to the 35-yard line.
Good game with the running backs, good game with the quarterbacks, and a good game with throwing the football. A lot to defend.
It's a good game. And that's Sanders through the secondary. Sanders to the 29-yard line. Big chunks of yards. 28 on that carry. Sets up 3rd and 12. Hurts pressured, throws it. It's caught by Smith this time to the 5-yard line for the first down. To Aaron Rodgers, looking at his rib area from what we hear on the sideline. 2nd and goal here. Hurts throwing, end zone, touchdown. A.J. Brown gets the feet down. Hurts' 2nd touchdown pass of the game. And a 2-score lead. Halfway through this 3rd quarter. And Rodgers pulls it and throws it. There goes Christian Watson for a gain of 11.
Yes, that was a good call right there.
Play through pain, but now 2 things. The thumb and the ribs. Inside give. Dillon. Nice for running the football to the 33-yard line. Drafted #2 overall by the Lions a dozen years ago. Swing it out to Dillon on the edge. A.J. Dillon, so hard to bring down to the 13-yard line. Inside give. Jones gets 1 of the 4. More points for one team than Crosby has scored for Green Bay. 3 more there, and Aaron Rodgers is headed up to the locker room. And in the next couple of weeks, we'll start a long conversation. Pressure here. Hollins almost got there. Hurts taking off again. And he'll get another first down out to the 41-yard line. Off we go to the fourth. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, and company here in Philadelphia. And it's a run by Kenneth Gainwell, and it is another first down. Great night for those guys. From the 33, another gift to Boston Scott this time. He's to the 14-yard line, and the Eagles are over 300 rushing yards tonight. Have not seen him come out towards the sideline from the 13. Here is Hurts. Flush to the right. Spinning around is Hurts. Looking downfield. Going to throw to the end zone. Corner. Incomplete. Kept it alive for Quez Watkins, who got right in Alexander's face. And for the right hash, Elliott. Able to knock it through. Third and 5, the Love throw is complete. It's out of bounds for Lazard.
For Jordan Love.
37, here he is throwing in the middle. It's caught by Watson. He's got great speed. Turning the corner. Christian Watson down the sideline. And he will score. Whoa. Hang on. Love to Watson. To a one-score game. And the Packers defense come up with a stop to give him a chance to tie the game. Sanders out of the Quay Walker tackle. The answer is no right now. Second and 9, straight drop back for Hurts. And a straight takeoff for Hurts. Another first down. Gainwell, the running back. And inside, he's got another one. Oh, this offensive line's extraordinary. To the 44-yard line. Gainwell on the inside. They will tackle him at the 37. A body part comes down there. For a 10-point lead. Elliott. Got it.
Wow.
Big kick. Last week, where he used to coach Indy, and Frank Reich, who was one of his mentors along the way, gets fired. Nick's on the bench. He's yelling, "That was for Frank Reich." They love him here. Nixon, good return. Keyshawn Nixon, look out. Kicker past him to the 47-yard line. What a hustle play by Kayvon Wallace to help save a long return.
Same play.
And Watson again, he's got it down at the 38. And he's played very limited, only 9 snaps, 2 games. Looks good so far. Lazard with the catch here to the 21-yard line. He's showing everything of that here tonight. About 20 to go, 3rd and 4. Looking left, it's covered. Escapes to the right on the run. He fires to the end zone. Incomplete. Gotta have it, Mason Crosby from 33. Extra point-size field goal. It's a 7-point game, and it's onside kick time with 1:08 to go. Veteran Crosby going to go to the other side to the left. It's touched by the Eagles and recovered quickly by Philadelphia as Jack Stoll, the tight end. Packers got to stop him. Sanders got it, and the Eagles are going to get this one.
Yeah, he's good. But can he ever match up against one of the great quarterbacks and go in it with a shootout and win the football game? Well, guess what? He did it. He did it tonight. That was fantastic. It was toe-to-toe with one of the legends of the game, and he was the difference.